Hello guys, welcome to my new video. Today in this video I am going to show you step by step how to do the skill assessment of early childhood teacher. If you are studying early childhood teacher, it might help you do the skill assessment by yourself later once you finish your course. Or if you have done and waiting for your skill assessment and you don't want to pay any extra money to the agent, then you can follow these steps. So first thing you have to type it here, ACECQA, and then just go inside the website. And next step, you have to go in the qualification section and you have to look for the migration skill assessment and then click on the migration skill assessment, and then it will give you lots of options where you can see and you can read the requirement for the skill assessment, like the documents and what else required. So if you are doing for the early childhood teacher, you can choose the early childhood teacher option or child care option, center manager. There are so many options that you can click. But if you want to do for the early childhood teacher, then you go to the early childhood teacher option. Just click in there and scroll down and you can see multiple options available in there. It will say how to apply for a migration skill assessment. So there are a couple of steps that you can see and read the requirement that you are eligible for migration skill assessment or not. And the second step you can see there is the read the skill assessment application guidelines. It will also tells you how to do the skill assessment step by step in detail way, where you can choose your NJAC code and exact code for your graduation or your study. And the third one is like prepare the required supporting documentation for your application. If you have prepared all the required documentation, then you can click to the next step and then just follow to the sixth step that you can start your online application, where if you click that option, it will ask you to launch online portal application. Just click in there and just scroll down and you will see there is an option called launch online application. So first thing you have to do is you have to create the ACECQA portal account where you can upload your required documentation for your case officer to view and review all the documents and process your skill assessment. Just click the launch online application and then you have to fill the details, like let's say I'm gonna choose Mr. something just random. I will say like the family name Gupta and say Raj, and email address I'm gonna choose my same similar email address and I'll say save. It is showing some error. I need to check, double check. Why? Oh, okay. We have to select on the top one here. I haven't select these things. You can see the three dots right there. So you have to, if you are doing by yourself, just say applicant. Or if you are choosing the migration agent, then you have to take the migration agent, or someone else is doing for you, just take the authorized representative. So I'm gonna take the applicant as I am doing by myself. So I will say save and continue. And it will, after you save and continue, it will send you an email where you can check and you can verify your email address. So you can see there is the email just came through. I'm going to verify that one to continue the application. So this is my username. So every time whenever you log into the portal, you have to use the username and then just click here to continue the application. It will go to the same browser and it will ask you to set up the password and everything, where you can set up the password. Yeah, you have to be, when you start doing the first time, you have to set the password. So I'm gonna choose my password. So you can choose something easy or difficult. It's up to you. You have to meet all the characters. It is asking like 14 characters, one letter, one number. So you have to meet all the required characters in there. And just click the change password and it will open the new window. You can just hit the save either if you want to just save, it's up to you. So after launching the application, you will see this kind of the window in there where you can create your skill assessment things. So you have to go in the application form, the next option. So it will come something like this way. You can see it's already been created, the application ID, this here, and then my name, just random. I just choose the random name, Raj Gupta, and assessment type is the skill migration assessment type. So the creation date is showing the same date as today. So if you want to continue this application, then you have to hit the resume application and it will come something like this. So from these steps, you have to upload. So this is the first step where you have to upload your identity documentation. Like if you are in a visa or something else, you can upload. I'm not sure, but it is asking for the visa evidence. So I have done myself my skill assessment. So I uploaded passport and the visa in the visa section where you can see here. So once you upload, one option giving in this side here. So you can see the continue button. So once you press this continue button, you can see some options in here. So it says assessment options. So you can take the skill assessment and then press continue again. And then you will see the skills assessment type. So you can see your like the occupation list in here. So whatever you are doing, if you are doing like the early childhood teacher, just click the early childhood teacher here. And then these things is very important. So you have to know if your qualification level is aligned with ACECQA approved. So to check this one, there is another link. You can go in there, just say I want, or if you want to use something like the chat GPT option, you can just type in there, how do I check my qualification if it is ACECQA approved or not, if it aligns with the ACECQA or not. So once you check that one, you can just tick yes and then save and continue. And then this is the option where you can add your, there are a couple of things you can modify in here like your gender, male and date of birth. Make sure you are not using, make sure you double check the date because while we do our skill assessment, so we do some minor mistake and it takes a lot of time to process the application. So you can just type your date of birth here in the date of birth section. And if you are Australian or New Zealand citizen, just tick yes. If you are no, just tick no. Random numbers in here. And then you can give your passport details, passport number and passport country. And in this option, it says is your visa due to expire within next 80 days. If your visa is expiring in next 80 days, you can tick yes. If it is not expiring in next 80 days, it just stays no. And another one, do you wish to authorize a representative to act on your behalf? As I show you to choose any representative, like you can choose your partner or someone else. If in case you forgot to If you forget your password or something like that, you can't reset or any technical issue, then another person also can access your portal. So you can say just hit save and continue because I am not choosing the country. That's why it's not allowing me to. So these are the things you need to do. I have already done my skill assessment, so I might show you my exact skill assessment portal so that I can explain you much better what actually I have uploaded in there and how it looks like. Yeah, once you completed all your personal details in the personal details section like the address and passport number and everything, contact details, then you have to come to your qualification section. So you have to say the qualification title, what you have studied. If you have studied like graduate diploma, then you can say the graduate diploma of education, and in the bracket you can say early childhood teacher. And you can choose the institution's name, the university name, which university you have studied. So let's say Southern Cross University, and the date commenced. If you have started in like 2025, just select 2025 here, commencement date. So you have to be very careful in this section. Some people they do the mistake, they choose the offer letter date, but in this section we have to choose actually the commencement date of the study. So if it says like you have started in the May 10th, just say 10th, and you have to select the end date. So if you have end your course like in this month, so just select, let's say for example today's date, and then minimum entry requirement you have to if you have like previously studied bachelor's or any other courses, just say bachelor's degree. And time taken to complete it, even if you have completed your course in 10 month or 11 month, you can just say 1 year. 1 year, you don't have to type in like years. You can just type the number 1 year and the standard duration of the qualification. If you have studied graduate diploma, it might be the 1 year for your course. Say one. And mode of study, this is the important part as well. So mode of study, if you have studied like full time 1 year course, and select full time. And the delivery face to face, if you went to the university, attend the face to face classes, then you can select the face to face. Otherwise, it's online. Most people they do online, just select the online. In this section, you have to choose your institute phone number. So in this section, it is asking the institution address. Even if you have studied like Southern Cross University, but there should be like one specific campus. Because when I was studying, I do have my campus from the Lismore. So I did put the address of the Lismore campus, so I just go in here, say Southern Cross University, Lismore. So this address I'm going to use in that section, the Southern Cross University Lismore campus. And the contact number, I will put the same contact number as here. So there will not be any confusion. So the address, I'm going to copy this address. Country, Australia. And then I will copy paste here. And cut this one. City, Lismore. State, NSW. And then phone number, I will choose the same phone number as showing in that section. So I'm going to choose this phone number. So that's done for the institution. I'm gonna select the country, Australia. If you have like any evidence or anything, you can upload here. It's not different, just say you don't have to choose anything in here, just say none. Because we have studied in the Australia, so we don't really require that option. So the next one is saying were your documents issued to you in language other than English? Just say no. And do you need to provide information about employment experience in early childhood education and care setting? If you are working in the early childhood job or anything, like you can provide the employment experience if you want, but it's gonna be a little bit complicated if you tick that option. So I suggest you just say no in there, and then to submit all the qualification, it's successfully submitted. And then we have to go to the next option in here. So something like that. And then, so once you submit all those things like your qualification requirement, it will come up like this. And the next option you have to upload the passport. Just go in there and then now select the passport, upload. It's uploading. So once it's uploaded, just hit the done, and then it will show you something tick option like this. So like all the section you have to upload all the required documents, whatever it is asking. Do not upload the extra anything. Just upload whatever it is asking, you can see in the screen. So in English requirement proficiency, you can upload the same document, the transcript or completion letter, it will be the same one. So it meets the requirement. And then tick the qualification section, just upload your graduate diploma, like the graduate diploma education AHEGS, and you can upload that one. And next thing, if you want to upload another document in the same section, just hit the upload button again. And then like you want to just say completion letter, just upload the completion letter, it will stay in there. If you are not quite sure, you can hit this one, the I button in here, and you can see whatever document you have uploaded in there. So the file status, it is saying pending approval. So once you complete your all the requirement information in this application process, the case officer can see your document and approve all the required documents accordingly. And then in this section, you have to upload your teacher transcript, early childhood teacher transcript, academic transcript. I haven't downloaded, so I will just upload this one for now. But you do upload the teacher transcript in there, and then all the required documents uploaded, and then save and continue. And it will ask you to do the skill assessment declaration. So for this one, there is there is another way to do your declaration one. You can see this option, declaration and consent. Just click that one, declaration and consent, and you can download from here. And this one you just tick email address, your phone number, and then date sign. And this folder you can save as a PDF and then upload in this section in here at the bottom. So this is the form, you can get it from here. You can see here. That's the form. You can download and fill all the required details and just upload in there. And that's the last step you can do. And it will be good to go, and just pay your money and wait for your application. So once you submit, it will come in here, say active cases, because I haven't submitted, so it's not showing in here. So it is staying in the application form section. So I can resume application. If you are like confused of anything, just save and come back another day or another time. Whenever you have time, you can just go and continue. That's all. Thank you for watching this video.